Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, and I am the Pierre Hedary himself, Mercedes-Benz Classic Specialist, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the W108 front suspension, specifically the grease fittings today, because one of our subscribers asked for it. And of course subscribe, and we will share information with you that nobody else will take the time to, So starting out, subject car 72 280 SE 4.5 that we used in one of our previous videos. Beautiful car, very solid example. And we're going to begin by examining the two grease fittings in the lower control arms. The lower control arms have a grease fitting located right behind the cap nut. Not so much on the arm itself, but on the on what looks like part of the subframe. And there's also two on the left. So everything we do here also exists over there. Next we're going to go to what's called the outer lower control arm bushing, known as the trunnion. There's a grease fitting down here. And then, in addition, there's a grease fitting on this part called the kingpin. And that grease fitting is located right about here. The kingpin is a very important part in the front suspension, and the same fitting exists on this side, but it's on the back side of the kingpin. So if you don't see it, you have to look at the back, because that's where it is on all of the left side on the left side kingpins of any car that has the kingpin front suspension. The outer upper control arm fitting is right up here at the top, and this one gets dirty and crudded up with rust fairly easily, so it's a common problem. And then up here you have two more fittings for the upper control arm. There's a back one and a front one. They're a little bit hard to get to, so you should be using a grease hose that has a clamp-on fitting that's also got a fairly long flexible hose. And last but not least, 67 and earlier models, right here on the steering arm idler bushing also have a grease fitting, although in 68 they got rid of that and replaced it with the rubber bushing. Also in the back axle at the pivot pin that the right axle tube swings on, there are two fittings. One is towards the very rear of the car and is very visible. The other one is recessed between the forks of the pivoting axle tube. And you have to really look for it, but it is there, and they are very important. So if you want more high-quality videos like this that show things in detail that nobody else understands or wants to talk about or take the time to do, please subscribe to our channel. We're really here to serve the obscure interests of the classic Mercedes enthusiast and to get information about Mercedes out there made before 1972 that a lot of people don't understand or don't talk about very much. So enjoy driving your Mercedes-Benz, and if you have one of these, grease the front suspension every 1,500 miles or 6 months, and subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Tell your friends who also like Mercedes, and keep doing your own work. Thank you.